If anyone destroys the temple of God, God will destroy him. For the temple of God is holy, which temple you people are. 1 Co 3. 9, 16, 17. See also 2 Co 6. 16. Jehovah God and the Lamb are its temple. When John sees New Jerusalem coming down from heaven, he remarks, "And I did not see a temple in it, for Jehovah God the Almighty is its temple, also the Lamb is." Re 21. 2, 22 Since the members of New Jerusalem will have direct access to the face of Jehovah himself, they will not need a temple through which to approach God. 1 Joe 3. 2. Re 22. 3. For those who make up New Jerusalem will render sacred service to God directly under the high priesthood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ. For this reason the Lamb shares with Jehovah in being, in effect, the temple of the New Jerusalem. An impostor. The Apostle Paul, in warning of the apostasy to come, spoke of the man of lawlessness as setting himself up so that he sits down in the temple of the God, publicly showing himself to be a god. 2th 2. 3. For this man of lawlessness is an apostate, a false teacher, so he actually seats himself only in what he falsely claims to be the temple. See man of lawlessness. An illustrative use. On one occasion, when the Jews demanded a sign from Jesus, he replied, "Break down this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." The Jews thought he was speaking of the temple building, but the Apostle John explains. He was talking about the temple of his body. When he was resurrected by his Father Jehovah on the 3rd day of his death, the disciples recalled and understood this saying and believed it. Joe 2. 18-22. Mount 27. 40 He was resurrected, O textoi acute miritra longo, 10th part 1084 Animal skins. GE 3. 21. X 26. 14 Among modern-day Bedouin, tents made of blackish goat hair cloth are customary. Compare X 36. 14. Co 1. 5. Strips of this material are sewn together, the overall size of the rectangular tent depending on the wealth of the owner and the number of occupants. The tent is supported by a number of poles about 1.5 to 2 meters, 5 to 7 feet long, the highest being near the middle. It is held fast against wind by cords fastened to tent pins. JG 4. 21 For privacy and protection from the wind, cloths are hung along the sides of the tent, but these can be raised or removed for ventilation. It appears that in Bible times larger tents were usually divided into at least 2 compartments by means of hanging tent cloths. The tent of Sarah mentioned at Genesis 24. 67 may refer to her compartment or to a